What's up, Dad? What's up, Dad? What's up? What's up, Dad? What's up?
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
What's up, everybody? We got the What's Up Dad podcast here. This is episode number 23. Super exciting what we have going on here. So our New Year's episode. So if you guys are watching it, it is January 1st, 2026. How long is it going to take for you to start writing and or typing or saying we're in 2026?
I've been doing it because I'm getting some things ready for 2026 for next year at work. So I've already been doing it, but it's been difficult. Yeah.
Okay. How have you been, like, are you like pre-dating documents?
Yeah, like when is this going to need to be done? Put the date on there.
Oh, okay. So we don't do stuff like that. I don't typically send that stuff off that way. So, well, I mean, we have like as an expiration date, but not a start date.
Okay.
So I guarantee the talk of the town at the office is going to be, I wrote 2025 17 times already. Like one of those things. Come Friday, my phone's going to be blowing up. Guarantee it. It's happening. So nonetheless, super excited. We are on our 4th episode, right? This is Tis the Season. And by the way, the Tis the Season's over with.
This is it.
This is it.
This
So you're
is the
getting
last
what you
one.
get. The gnome Santa Claus is probably going to disappear.
Yep.
And that's one of the cool things about what we have going on here is we are going to be adjusting this stuff. You're going to notice, like, you can see a little bit higher today. There's more stuff. I don't know why there's
Different camera angles.
There's camera angles for days. I don't even know what's happening, but we're going to figure it out. So that's what's super exciting about it all. And again, hopefully this will be ever changing. Content will be ever changing. I'm going to figure out how to not hit this a bajillion times. And hopefully we're just going to get better and better at it. So anyways,
that's what we say every episode.
Every
episode.
Well, you know what? We've so far had no shorts on the first one. Like it was like all befumbled together.
Yep.
The lighting was trash
Yes.
in a lot of ways. We get to episode number 2. There was issues with that one. We had a bunch of recording episodes. Episode number 3 with Jason. I was on auto-tune.
That's right. Yeah, you were
Down here like beep, beep, hitting buttons. So we've had all kinds of issues. And then tonight we get here to try to get all this set up, and we couldn't get the new camera angles going.
Yep.
So we've had a ton of issues, but I feel like we're slowly working out the kinks.
Life of a podcast. Yeah,
That's
I think
right.
so.
That's right. And we want it to be, I don't want to call it perfect. There's no such thing as perfect, right? It's an ever evolving thing. I mean, there's one thing that is perfect. We all know what that is. But at the end of the day, like, this is ever evolving.
Yeah.
But I feel like we have these things which we've talked about. There's no reason to just like slowly go through them. And I think a lot of that goes into what we're going to talk about today in the episode. So bringing that up, here we go.
Let's go.
So what do you have for us today, Ryan? We do have pages today that are these are printed out, which is exciting.
These pages make it into every podcast now.
Yeah.
We've talked about these the last couple podcasts. They're in there. They're ready to go.
I'm disappointed you have notes already, which is wildly concerning.
I wrote some notes down. I'm ready for some of the conversations. None of it it's scripted, so it's all it's all by the fly. But we have to have some notes so that we can make it kind of polished as we go. And I was going to share my Walmart story with you. So it's our New Year's episode, and so we're gonna do some fun stuff later in the episode and do some promotional video stuff. I had to run over to Walmart after work. I timed it out, so my wife's like, "Okay, we'll do dinner at this time." Whenever I do a podcast night, we have to figure out dinner a little bit. It has to be a little bit closer. So I said, "Okay, I'll be home like 4:30, 5 o'clock, whatever." So I get to Walmart. Every great story starts with I get to Walmart.
I like it.
And I get in there. I get the stuff for tonight. I'm ready to go. I know I have about 10 minutes until I got to be back in the car. You know, when you get to the store, you're like, all right, I got 10 minutes because I got a 30-minute drive home or whatever it is.
Absolutely.
That timing is going to work out. So I get all the stuff for tonight. I get to the checkout, and the line is, there's no one working the actual checkouts. It's the self-checkout. So I'm standing there. I'm 15 minutes into my 10-minute visit. Okay.
And 15 minutes of it has been in the self-checkout.
In the self-checkout line. And all of a sudden, like an angel appears, the light turns on at the number 14 register. Okay. And mind you, because this is important, when I run into a store like that, I leave my wallet and stuff in the car, get everything. I had cash on me, so I was going to use cash to pay for the stuff. So I get in the line. There she is, bright, shiny Ann. I'm going to call her Ann. I don't know what her name was. And everything checks out, ready to go. Pull out the cash. Here you go. Here's $50. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. This register doesn't accept cash. And I looked at her. She looked at me probably for about 10 minutes. My blood is boiling. I look around where I would have been in the line. The guy's already leaving out the door. Okay. And so she's like, oh, but don't worry. I'll just call my manager, and he's going to come over and he's going to give you, your change. I'm like, okay, maybe, 1 minute, 2 minutes, something like that. 9 minutes. I'm timing it because I'm so mad. 9 minutes later, the guy comes over, finally gives me the cash, out the door. The line to the self-checkout, by the way, there is no line. The line no longer exists.
How was the line behind
That's all
you at this point in time?
There's probably 2 or 3. Everyone was going to self-checkout, yes.
Yeah, shopping.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So that was my Walmart story. Ended up being there like 25 minutes instead of the 10 that I needed to be there. So, but yeah, self-checkout, checkout. I don't know.
It's kind of like, it reminds me of 2 things. One, I had a return. We bought something on Walmart.com.
Okay.
And you have to take it to the store, or it's a long process to return stuff.
Yeah.
So I always take it back. I run it right into the service desk, right? I get there, I'm 4 people deep.
Mm-hmm. There's
a older husband and wife that can't figure out how to use the app to return their stuff.
Okay.
I'm standing there. Guy rolls in. He's like, I'll help you guys over here. Takes one, done, 30 seconds. Takes the next one, done, 30 seconds. He looks up. There's still a line of people behind me. He goes, and then walks off. And I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Like,
his brakes started.
I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
He comes back in 3 or 4 times. These people were still there.
Mm-hmm.
And I stood there for 15 minutes, at least 15 minutes, waiting for these people. And bless their hearts, bless the lady's heart behind the desk. They were struggling, and it felt so bad. And honestly, I am cool as a cucumber, patient when it comes to that stuff, because these people can't control what's going on, and I get it, right?
Yeah.
He comes back 3 or 4 times, right? Finally, he's like, and because what he did was he left all the items that were returned, they were out. So he knew if he came back, he was going to have to clean everything up that he had messed up. But man, it took forever.
Yeah.
Secondly, that reminds me of Amazon returns at Kohl's. Do you do Kohl's return for Amazon, or do you do another version of that?
You're saying if I buy it from Amazon and I go to Kohl's and return it?
Have you ever done that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then you wouldn't understand
Are you allowed to do that? I didn't know.
Yeah, so you don't have to return to UPS or USPS. You can literally walk into the back of every Kohl's store. There is an Amazon drop-off. You have your QR code.
Oh, I've seen those, yeah.
You have your QR code. You go in, beep. They put it in a bag.
Oh, okay.
And they send it. They're on their way. I tell you what, those people work around the clock, but it is crazy because people come up there and they'll look like they have one item. They'll be like, "Here you go, sir." And they're like, "Are you done?" "No." And it's like they just keep pulling out items, and they're like, "Can you not just tell me how many items I have?" Right? And it just takes forever because they're just trying to get to the end. And it's just it's the craziest thing. And I oftentimes wonder, how many bags did they go through? I have been in there when the whole thing is filled up with bags, and everything gets separately bagged with a separate tag. And I'm thinking, that has a box. It's a perfectly fine box. Why can't the box just go in the box, right?
Okay.
Anyways,
that's funny. Now, do you get your money back there? Like they'll give you money back at Kohl's?
No, but I like the receipt you get.
Okay.
The return slip.
Something's about it. Something.
It feels
glossy paper.
It feels way more official. But cheat code, right? Cheat code.
Yeah.
I'm also a sucker because every time you go in there, you get a $5 off. I don't use it. Beth doesn't use it for Sephora for the makeup. So if you have anybody, every time you return something, you get a $5 off for Sephora.
Okay.
But secondly, you get a 20% off Kohl's coupon.
Just for using that service.
So every time they rip your receipt off, it every time has a 20% off Kohl's coupon.
Wow.
So I end up spending money before I walk out back out the store because you got to
Yeah.
walk by everything. Yeah, like
That got me thinking about, have you been to the Where You Been store?
Beth is gone. I've not
Okay.
gone to that.
All right. Well, anyhow, that's an interesting
She said it was an
situation.
experience.
Yeah, because it's full of just Amazon boxes that have
Mhm.
been turned in, and depending on the day is depending on the amount you're going to spend.
Mm-hmm.
Most boxes you don't know. Some of the boxes you don't know what's in them, or you got to go up and check it out. We have our producer Beth is she's an audience member today, and she's critiquing
We have the
everything we're
peanut
saying.
gallery.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I call her all the time.
It's like
the peanut gallery.
sometimes we could just say whatever we want and get away with it, but then she's fact checking everything that we're
Absolutely.
saying.
She's got her phone out.
Yeah, is that legit? Can you actually do that?
Anyway.
No.
Yeah. So she went one time. She did not have a good experience there.
Yeah, okay.
I think it was like a Friday. Was that end of week? Monday, it's like most
Yeah.
expensive, the most items.
Friday, it's 25 cents.
Yeah.
Get whatever you want. Get out of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. and it's-
I've not gone into one. I think it's rather odd the amount of people that will line up to enter that store
Mhm.
on like a Monday morning or whatever the first day is.
Yeah.
Like there's a line,
Yeah.
100 people deep.
You could get, I think you can get some pretty cool stuff, but
You think so?
I don't know. You got to literally go through the boxes, and find something. If $15, maybe you find something that's worth like 30, 35. I don't know.
My question though is how many times? So as long as we're on this
Mhm.
thing, and I think it goes with kind of what we're going to talk about. Not really,
No, it doesn't.
but how many times have you ever returned an item to Amazon and says just keep it? We'll give you your money back. Has that ever happened to you?
No,
I swear that happens all the time.
really.
All the time. It drives me absolutely nuts. I feel terrible for the seller because they don't get the item back. And it's like, I think it's just they sell so much of it, or
Mhm.
I don't know what type of item it is. I thought sometimes it might have been like, okay, well, you can't return toothpaste, or you can't return this, or you can't. No, I'd be like, no, these pens, I didn't need. I ordered 2 sets of the pens.
Yeah.
I really only need 1 set. Let me return it.
Okay.
They're like, keep the pens. Here's your $7 back.
Yeah.
I'm like, where'd that come from? Keep the pen. And I'm like, I don't know what the
Shipping costs, they're
Yeah,
not
I-
wanting to pay for
I
it.
think that is, but I wonder if it ends up at the what the bin whatever store and they try to recoup money. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they make more off of that.
I don't know.
I
Who
don't know.
knows? Who knows? Well, now that we've gone off topic and off the charts here, we might as well keep going. So, what else you got for us before we get into the meat and potatoes of today?
I have something. I do have, but I'm saving it to the end. I have a surprise at the very end, so you don't know anything about it. It's something that I planned. So,
Are you serious?
yeah,
Does
I'm
our
serious.
producer know about
She
it?
knows about it. Yeah, she helped me a little bit
Oh
with
my
it.
gosh, I love
So
it.
we're gonna do a little surprise at the end. But yeah, I don't know. The show today, we're talking about goals. We're talking about New Year's. Today is New Year's when this episode goes live. So, goals, resolutions. We've got some product reviews that we're gonna do later on in the episode.
Dig in it. Let's
So
go.
stick around for that. Yeah, things have been going good. Lots of good stuff with the podcast.
I like it.
And we're going to be sending out a kind of a recap of the 2025, which is actually in the life of the podcast, which started in 2022. There's been a lot that's happened in the last 2 to 3 months,
Absolutely.
and then so we're excited to kind of share where it's going. And then like you said, last 'Tis the Season episode, and then we go to season 3.
Yeah, we're rolling into season
Season
3.
3, yeah.
We talked about this. It didn't make sense at first when you pitched it to me because I'm like, well, wait, what? But it was like a perfect timing of everything. It's like, let's just end out 2025. We'll get through the holiday season. We'll kind of do some special stuff with it. We'll really kind of set the page of like, by the way, we're using papers. I don't know what camera to look at, all that stuff. And we're kind of like working out the kinks of things, right? And so I think it makes sense. We're rolling in. So you're going to see season 4. There's not going to be a 'Tis the Season.
Season 3.
Oh, season 3.
Is it 3 or 4?
It's 3. Sorry.
We're figuring this out right now.
Oh my gosh. Season 3.
Season 3, yeah.
Season 3. So it'll be season 3. And then what's also cool, and I know you've planned, because you're doing most of the work, right? You just pretty much tell me, hey, I need something from you, and hopefully it gets there. I don't know if it will or not, but it does. It does. But like, we're going to do some different things throughout the seasons, right? But it's not going to be a 'tis the season version. This was our way to end it.
It was like a play on words, like 'tis the season, Christmas time.
I like it.
Restarting. Yeah. It's good.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we did hit how many episodes have been downloaded?
We hit, well, you're talking about how many? Oh, 1,000.
We hit over 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000 episodes downloaded, and we're just 2 away from 25 episodes.
That's
after this one. So
from a goal perspective, we're gonna pump out like 52 episodes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
On an annual basis.
Yep.
Maybe some extras here and there if we feel frisky enough, or we get the opportunity with more people in it. We do some special stuff, right?
Yep.
Like our camping. We do a camping episode.
Yep.
It would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think with all that stuff going on, we're gonna have 52 episodes, and I do find it interesting. We talked about this before, and I don't know if we've talked about it before on the podcast, but it's like if you make it past 3 episodes, 5 episodes, like you're in the high percentage. If you make it to X amount of downloads, you're in the high percentage. And I feel like because we hit 1,000, we're in podcast groups, right? And we see, and I'm trying to learn from them on like, should I put my drink here? Should I use this mouse here? Like, and did I hit the start recording button? Yeah, I'm just kidding. It's like the checklist and the thises and the that's, but it's like the fact that we've hit over 1,000, the fact that like I think we're getting a very good amount of views.
Yeah,
and the people are reaching out, wanting to be on the episode and stuff like that. Now, my one shameless plug to all this is, guys, I know you weren't running to the episode before. You haven't been running to get on the episode at any point in time. Time's now, because I'm gonna be honest with you. By the time we really catch fire, it's gonna be hard to get on the episode. Right? Yeah. Because out of 52, that means we're going to have roughly 15 guests a year, 15, 17 guests a year.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, we've already got 3 spots filled for 2026.
That's right.
So, and I'm not, I'm not putting the pressure on, but that's the reality,
and
then much more than that, we're going to have to get paid. Our producer, you're going to have to start paying us for this.
Our producer wants to be on the 50th episode.
She wants to be on the 50th. She does. She's already said that. So
she's trying to get in line. See?
Super excited. Am I going to like this surprise, producer? You don't know? Hey, I have a surprise upstairs. Can you go grab that one surprise I have? No? You don't know? Dang it. All right. Well, that didn't work. All right. Well, that's how these episodes are going to go. There's random people here that
just
probably my hand just all up in your camera. I'm not used to that. This is weird, but nonetheless,
lots of lights, lots of people. Unexpected things happen on the podcast.
Yeah, we're not in a basement or anything. With black walls. It's creepy.
It's a bunker. This is our bunker down
here. This is the bunker. All right, cool stuff. So, goals. Did you like my promo video? You gave me crap about, I think round is a shape.
Yeah, watch the promo video. It was good. It wasn't horrible. I always wonder what's going to be said, it was good. Round is a shape that's not a resolution. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. I am trying to market that and post it and say, hey, send me something, resolutions, and then that's what I get. So you just gotta roll with it. You never know what's gonna happen.
Do you want to hear? I wish I could read off everything that Beth sent me, because I gave her producer Beth, I gave her the groundwork of like, this is what I'm thinking, this is my idea, and really what I wanted it to be is I wanted the whiteboard. You ever seen the videos? It's like, all right, this is what I accomplished in 2025.
Yeah.
And it's like, I saved $1,000. And it's like, they're like, I saved $1,000. And then they erase 2 zeros. It's like, I saved $10. I want to lose 30 pounds. Erase the 0. I lost 3 pounds. You know what I mean? It's like, boom, boom, boom. And I was like, I wanted to play on that.
Oh, okay.
That was my.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I like that.
Very similar play, but I couldn't figure out how to write that up there and play on it. So that's why.
Okay, I got you. If you have ideas, if you want to send some ideas in about some promo videos for Grayson, mine are normally pretty spot on because I know what I'm looking for. But Grayson's are they're interesting. Yeah,
eclectic.
Yeah.
They're collected.
It's good. Actually, yours get better views than mine, and they get more likes. So I don't know. Maybe I need to figure something else out. I don't know.
You need to wear a hat backwards.
I need a
That's
hat.
what my wife tells me.
Yeah, there it is.
Just wear my hat backwards,
hat.
and then she just posts me on TikTok like random stuff.
Yeah, she's talking about tonight. The what'd you say? The POV. You stop scrolling something. Yeah, the flash photography. There you go.
So, I don't get it.
Who knows?
All right, real goal. What do you got? Goals for 2020?
Where we go?
Give me something good.
Oh, we're jumping right into it. You ready to go?
Well, supposedly we are supposed to be, as producer Beth told us, we have 1 minute for the intro welcome, 1 minute for the casual chatter, and 30 seconds for the discussion teaser. We have burnt so far 20 minutes.
Look, the timer is right on it.
20 minutes. Look at that.
We have a new timer on the podcast, and it tries to keep us on time, but we'll see.
Not going to work.
Yeah.
Not a chance. We've gone tenfold the time we're supposed to.
So that's good.
So, what do you really have? Like, tell me some goals for 2026.
So I kind of went the serious route. You know,
you wrote down goals.
Yeah, I wrote down goals right here. I went the 4 better. You know, I feel like every year it's always kind of the same thing.
Okay, I like it.
You know, like, all right, lose weight, exercise, I don't know, do this better, save money, pay off whatever, credit card. And so I did 4 betters. I'm going for 4 betters.
I've never heard of the 4 betters, but I like it. That's a great start.
Okay, 4 better, like better blank, better blank, better blank. Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right, so better husband, number 1.
You need a better husband. Every day, I'm sorry, I got to stop you. My son, bless his heart, still calls you Mrs. Phipps' dad. He was so excited today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's Mrs. Phipps' husband. No, that's Mrs. Phipps' dad. Over and over. Sorry. I cannot get him to stop. Funny. And even Sydney, had a very knockdown conversation with him to try to explain that. And he was like, no. And she was serious. She was like, that's Mrs. Phipps' husband.
Yeah.
And he's like, not a chance.
Yeah.
So you want to be a better
That's
husband.
her dad.
Not to stop you there, but that's
yeah, better husband. What that means, I think, is different ways. But I think for me, it's kind of leading my family better.
Okay.
Leading my wife better in particular. She doesn't like to be led. I don't know if she'll watch this podcast and comment or something, but
all right.
yeah. She she wants to be the boss sometimes, which is fine. But so doing better at that.
Okay.
Yes. Secondly, better father, because if you're a better husband, you've got to be a better father. I think the piece here, my son's getting older, so he recently turned 9. And as he's getting older, I'm noticing more and more that he needs different types of conversations, but also different types of parenting. So you kind of have this, which you've experienced this probably a little bit, but your oldest is a daughter, a female.
Yes.
Mine's a male, so it's a little bit different as far as kind of where the conversations are going and the things that we're talking about.
Yep.
So I feel like, that 1 to 8 range, maybe even 1 to 9, we'll see kind of how it works out over the next year. It's just like you're engaging and you're doing stuff and, hey, do this, do sports, play here, watch this video or watch this movie, or I like to do this kind of stuff. Now we're starting to get to the point in life where it's like, hey, he needs to learn things and he needs to learn lessons and he needs to be taught, different life things that are going to help him beyond, life skills that'll help beyond, his childhood years. So I've been thinking about that and how does that tie in and those kinds of things. So better husband, better father, better follower, because I had to find another F. Well, husband doesn't, but anyhow, better follower of Jesus, better follower as far as like how I do church, how I stupid for phone. I know. What is it doing? See, like live. Okay, there we go. touch
I'll
it.
make static noise over here.
Okay, there we go. You know, we're at a new church. You know, we just became members. We want to make sure that we're doing everything that we need to do through serving, through tithing, but also, you know, all things that we need to do through devotion, Bible reading, those kinds of things, which we do, I feel like, a pretty good job now, but a deeper connection.
Sure.
And then finally, better friend. Like it's something that it's something I take pride in now. Like, I don't like to have a large group of friends.
Okay.
I like to have a small group of friends that I can really invest in.
Okay.
And so,
Get that cut back.
and so I want, yeah,
All right.
I want to do that better, and not just like, socially, right? But like emotionally, spiritually, you know. And so there's things that kind of come into play with that. So those are my 4: better husband, better father, better follower, better friend.
Wow.
Boom.
I mean, 3 of the 4 F's. Okay.
Beth's clapping back there.
I mean,
Woo! No,
Woo.
she's not.
okay.
So those are mine. So what do you got?
Well, I want to ask you
Okay.
on those things, because it did take a note, right? Because we have pens and paper, right?
You have a pen. I don't.
Well,
I have to use
there's your pen for you.
blood.
How can one help you? Like, as a friend, as, you know, part of this podcast is like, okay, you know, Ryan didn't just come on and say, hey, by the way, I want to do these things, and this, you know, you're doing it on your own. It's your own, you know what I mean? So it's like, how does one, as a friend, right, as a, you know, a person of interest, right, a friend, how does one help, right, in those things? Have you thought about that?
How does one help?
In your goals?
Like, what would I do?
No, what do you want somebody? Because I think a part of this is like we take this burden on ourselves. We're like, man, I got to be a better husband, a better follower, a better father, and a better friend. But we're doing that internally, and we're saying, okay, well, I have to do all this stuff. And if you don't tell me, right? So we'll go the friend route, right? Because it's easy enough. If you don't tell me my goal is to be a better friend because I want to, I don't know, hang out more, text me more, have dinner more often, let's go get coffee every once in a while. Let's actually dive into the Bible more. Like, if I am not on that journey,
Sure.
how
I got you.
you're actually going to have a harder battle up front if that's not disclosed in a friendship. Same thing with like your marriage. If you're not, Amber, hopefully you listen to what he said. And I'm not saying because you need to listen. I'm saying because his goal for 2026 is to be a better leader of the household.
Yeah.
Not saying that you have to, you should follow him, but like not saying that he's leading you in that capacity. But like, if you're not disclosing that to Amber, and then day one, you like, close the door, woman.
Yeah.
You know, you give her one of those things and she's not, you know, like you do that first thing where you're like, I feel like I'm going to leave my family. And she's like, not a chance.
Yeah.
So in any of those categories, all of them, you don't have to break it down, nor do you have to really disclose. Like, I'm just curious, like, how does one help? How do men that know you, that listen to this podcast, actually help?
Yeah.
I'm curious of that.
Well, the premise is based on the idea that you would have that help in some way, but you're right. I mean, your call out is very clear. Like, the friend is a great example because I think most people are not like other people in those ways. And so when you talk about something like friendship, what is friendship to one person may not be friendship to another person. What's acceptable for one is not acceptable to another. I would say for me that I would, and I'm not saying this to be like inconsiderate or to be like boastful or anything like that.
Sure.
But I would say that it's probably hard to match kind of what I like to or what I want to put into friendship.
Okay.
And so I think it's just being like open to those things. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's not. I understand
that though, but I don't think that's boastful. I think that's realistic, because here's what I would say, and as somebody that is your friend, understanding that and I'm not saying that Ryan does this. I'm saying like we're gonna give you like a scenario, right?
Yeah.
If I, if I text, we'll use like husband and wife scenario.
Mm-hmm.
If I am working on my communication with my wife and I text her multiple times a day and I call her and I don't get a response from her, or like I'm asking for date nights and she's not coming back with that, right?
Yeah.
Or I don't tell her that I also want that from her and I'm not communicating those things, or saying, you know what, this is what I'm figuring is like for our marriage, like maybe our love language, for example.
Yeah.
My love language is this. I want to provide that. If she's not willing to be accepting of that, I need to be okay with that too.
Yeah.
Because it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Right. You're doing what's best for you, but also wanting to be able to do what's best for said relationship.
Sure.
And you want the other person to not feel like, okay, I haven't done enough. I'm not doing enough. I can't do enough, or I want this and he's doing, you know what I mean? Like various things. Does that make sense? Like, I think that clarity.
No, I agree. That's not the question you asked me, but yeah.
No, I think it is the question.
You
answered it with that answer.
Yeah. I think that, no, I don't think that there is any expectation. Okay. There's no expectation, I think, for any of these things to say, hey, because this is something that I want to do better, you then have to do this, this, and this.
No, that's not what I took at all.
Okay.
I took it as, what I'm trying to say is as a friend, understanding how you want to be a better friend and allowing you to do that, but also not feel the burden of like, I'm not matching that expectation.
Sure. Yeah.
That's something that it's like, hey man, I'm trying, like I'm terrible at texting people back.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at it. Like, and I was honest with you up front. Like I'm awful at texting people back. Why? It's because I get 47 text messages a day on top of 200 emails, on top of I'm dealing with 7 different people plus my family plus, every single day. So it's like the amount of hats that I wear are different hats in different way than maybe yours are. All right, guys, here we are. We have the What's Up Dad podcast. You will notice that we have confetti everywhere, and there is an epic reason for that. The epic reason is we just recorded the last 15 minutes of this podcast, and it all went to disaster. The system just blew up. The computer blew up, and bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. So you're getting awesome, cool stuff here. You got a sweet hat that Ryan gave me. What's Up Dad podcast posted on the side. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right, and we're going to rewind all the way back to where we were at.
Back to 2025.
Back to 2025. All right. So where we were at in the podcast, and now we have a stats window up. I'm going to probably have to drop $3,000 on a new computer to keep up with this bad boy. But hey, that is a life you live when you want to put out good product for you guys.
That's right.
So where we were at, Ryan was stating he wanted to be better in all of his F's and the 1B he has right now. And I was stating and asking, how can I be a better friend to assist him in that? And I realized that, like, when I get 47 text messages a day, I might not do a good job, right? I suck at that. So being able to communicate to say, hey, Ryan, like, how can I assist you in that is a beautiful thing, because we should be able to communicate with one another to say, that's what I'm needing. That's what we got to have, right? Because if you come over the top and you're like, I want to be a better friend because of this and this and this and this, and I'm not receiving of that, or I don't understand that that's what you're trying to do to be a better friend, how am I supposed to assist you in that? So it sets you up for failure, which we've already talked about. We should have a failing period through the year. And I'm giving the hyper mode. Ryan, if I'm overspeaking, overstepping, just stop me.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Move me out of the way. But like, we should have a failure period in the middle of the year. He's just going to take a nap here in a minute, right? But like, that is what we should do, because at the end of the day, guys, these New Year's resolutions to me are just bogus, right? We should be doing lifestyle resolutions that should set us apart on a yearly, a daily basis, whether that's your biblical walk, your normal walk that you have, your want a spiritual, your diet walk, your health walk, your whatever it is. You're like, stop saying I have to do this on the first, and then if I fail, I fail, but I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not going to have anybody hold me accountable. Stop all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
no, you said it well, and part of that I said. When we
what'd you say to that?
Yeah, I had said, but yeah, it's good. I think that you said it right. We don't want to put a calendar year to it. It's important to people to say, hey, I need a time to start doing this better. That's fine. Like, if that's your bag and you're like, hey, I need to have January 1st, and that's when I'm going to start it, or I'm going to start eating better, or I'm going to start reading my Bible more. Absolutely. But it's easy to fall off the bandwagon. It's easy to fall off when you have it based on a calendar year versus what you were talking about, and that's a lifestyle change.
Rooted in your lifestyle. Now, I'm going to also add to, right, and not to step back on, because we are trying to, guys, we started at 7 o'clock. It's 11:31. That's how long it's taken to record this episode because we've had a multitude of system issues. My wife has fallen asleep 7 times on the couch, right? And she's huffing and puffing and blow the house down, like, get this over with. But what we found is we are rooted in worldly views of what we are trying to be and what we want to be instead of biblical views. Yep. That's how it is. Or what we are set on. Guys, I'm gonna separate this, and I know I shouldn't do this as a Christian because I should say, hey guys, come on to Jesus, right? I should constantly be saying that. But the reality of it is, stop rooting it in what the world wants you to be and root it in what your heart is telling you to be. Because I'll be honest with you, ultimately, I believe God is telling your heart to be something. So, like, I think if you pull it back to that, it is going to lead you to that biblical path anyway. So that's what I'm going to root for. Yeah. That's it. And I've only said this once, so this is the second version of it, right? There's other things that's gone the third version, right? And I apologize because there's no content. So we don't even have any content of it. Yeah. Right? But that's the reality, is stop setting these New Year's resolutions and what does Johnny have down the road and what is he doing because he wants to be this or he wants to be that and stuff like that. Let's give a real thoughtful, understanding perspective to it. Yeah. What do you want for you and why is it for you?
Yeah. That's good. That. Yeah. And I think that part of the conversation has to be, okay, if you're going to be someone who is putting these goals together, you're putting these resolutions together, this dialogue that we're having, is it rooted? It's important for us to say, hey, is this rooted biblically in nature? Is it rooted in, back to your point, in the world and in things that are going to, fall off, die away? They're not important. You're not storing your treasures in the things that are happening day to day here on earth. You're storing your treasures. You're building your treasures up for the things of heaven. And I think we have to go to, hey, what are your resolutions?
Sure.
Segueing here, because all these segues that we've done like 5 different times now, which is why, 1, yeah, we're tired. 2, we've had this conversation before, but for you,
yeah,
what would you say are your resolutions, your goals for 2026?
All right, I'm going to be honest with you. Beth has thrown me this book 3 times. We do not do takes again, but we've had to because the content, like, it was unusable.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get to the point. I want to be a better leader, but through being a better leader, I want to be a better communicator. Mm-hmm. I always strive to be the best communicator I can be. Point being, you talked about, like, from a friendship perspective, you didn't call me out with that, but I feel personally called out of being a better communicator. I need to communicate better, whether that's with my Lord and Savior, right? Because I feel like I just need to communicate better with him on my needs and wants and thankfulness and all the stuff that I should be doing, right, in various ways. And I start with needs and wants, but it really should be thankfulness, right, up front. I need to be a better communicator still and always with my wife. We've talked about before, maybe it's on podcast or not. We did counseling before because we wanted to be better communicators. Mm-hmm. I still need to work towards that because I suck at it. Okay. I need to be a better communicator for friends and family, business, and so much other stuff. What I've learned over this past year, especially in our businesses that we have, because now we have multiple ones, thankful to my wife.
Yeah.
I am great at BSing stuff, but I'm not great at being clear and actually not BSing stuff. You haven't heard that yet.
Yeah.
Like, I can give you, we've done a review, and I'll do a nonsensical product review here in a minute that we've already done. because it's a part of the episode. And maybe Beth, our producer, will grab us another product and just throw it to us like immediately, and you'll get something fresh. And I'm snapping my fingers. That felt really misogynistic right there.
You were communicating through snapping.
Wow. I feel terrible for even doing that. I was just trying to get her attention. She's half asleep on the couch. But why I pulled this book out is because I am a visionary, and visionaries, I think, can easily communicate, but not in a proper way.
Yeah.
And so, like, I want to be able to do that and want to be able to empower myself with being the visionary that I am. So that's first and foremost. Second thing, I want to be stronger, right? Jokingly in previous podcasts, it was a combination about being stronger. My wife wanted me to, I want to lift her. I want to lift her
You want to lift
weight.
her up?
Lift her up, right? I want to lift her up. Like, I want to go to the gym. I want to comfortably be able to lift her.
Yeah.
Not that she's heavy, but I want to do that. Like, I want to be stronger, not just physically stronger, but mentally stronger. I've been on a journey of weight loss again, and it's one of those things I've never really I've never strove to be stronger in that way. I've always strove to be fit. What's that word? Strove. It just doesn't sound right. But like, I've never strove to be like stronger. I've always strove to be fit.
Yeah.
Right. And I think there's a difference. And now I've changed my perspective on what I want when it comes to lifting up my wife or my kids. And I'm not saying physically, I'm just saying in general, like mentally stronger, physically stronger, and stuff like that. That's number 2. Number 3, you can see this out here. I want to be a signature member for Chick-fil-A. I'm really upset. The short and long part of this story, and he's already heard it, I'm really happy that they saved me money this year by Kids Eat Free on Tuesday night. That's super exciting. I love that. Thank you, because it saves me a ton of money.
Yeah.
However, you've also killed the fact that I no longer eat there on Saturday mornings, because we now do on Tuesday nights to get free kids meals to save us a couple bucks, and it's ruined my signature status.
Gotcha.
I can't physically spend that much money at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Right. So I want to be a Chick-fil-A signature member. Does that get you anything? Probably not. Actually, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was cool, and I noticed it tonight because it's Tuesday night.
Gotcha.
What did I say my last one was? I had a funny one I wanted to put in there before. So communicator, strength, signature member, and something else. But it doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, I just want to just overall be better and do better.
Yeah.
Biblically, spiritually.
That's what it was. Grow spiritually.
Grow spiritually. And so that's just really on my heart to make sure I'm doing that this year in a lot of ways, and not look to fail, like look to succeed.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I'm thankful for us in this relationship and this podcast that we have, because you're pushing me to succeed, which is really nice. And I'm thankful for that whole entire aspect, because to be honest with you, most podcasts fail after 3 to 5 episodes. We've downloaded how many? 1,000 times, which is awesome.
We've re-recorded.
We re-recorded
multiple times.
We've gone through recording errors and issues and stuff. And guys, if you've made it, you made it the first 31 minutes, and now you're into the next segment, which is another 11 minutes. And I don't know how long this is going to go. You're going to miss the confetti, right? I'm going to throw confetti up here.
We're going to do it again. We got another blaster.
We got another blaster.
Yeah, we got another blaster. Yeah.
But like, if you've made it this far, like, we're just thankful for you guys to continue to be on this. On this journey with us, because I'm super excited about where we're going. So what else we got? What do we got now?
All right. So we're going to do a review it. Now we have a new product that we're going to review that our producer Beth is kindly getting ready for us. There it is. I don't know if you should throw it. She's doing it anyhow.
Okay.
What do we got?
So, give them this while I'm looking at this, just a 30-second look at it. And it's taped up. So that's fantastic. While I'm looking at this, how is the review it part of the channel going in 2026?
So review it. We had a couple episodes ago, whenever it's just Grace and I. So when we don't have a guest, we're going to do a review it, either a product or a food item. Typically, I'll bring the food item. You'll bring the product item. We'll review it, kind of give it a rating. and have some fun with it. So anyhow, as we go into 2026 now, that'll be a normal part of our podcast.
Love it. Super exciting. So here we have, let me, Chick-fil-A cup out of the way. We've done shouting you guys out. All right, so we got Bell and Howell Pocket string lights. These are retractable. It's 50 feet, 125 LED lights. There are 7 modes, 3 light modes, and when the string lights have 7 modes, the spotlight has 3 light modes, and the flashlight has 3 light modes as well. It's USB-C charge, and it is plug and play. Guys, that is me and a visionary just being able to spit this out like I knew that.
Bing, bang, boom.
Yeah, bing, bang, boom. Check that out. These kids are underneath their little tent, camping away, loving some string lights. Let's see what we got. Let's open it up.
Yeah.
We are not here to just look at the packaging. We're here to actually look at the product itself.
We're going to give it a rating based on the, let's do it tonight. We'll give it a rating based on the pictures and stuff. So
all right,
let's see.
There's the box. We don't need that anymore. So little padding, like that it's nicely taken care of. Here's one of the things. When I give reviews of stuff, you know what I love? When companies do one of 2 things.
Yeah.
They've gotten it right, okay, which I think this is halfway right. USB-C to USB.
Yeah.
Guys, we're in USB-C to USB-C territory.
Right.
Everything's moving in that direction. Come on. So you got to click down on the notch. For me, let's move into the new generation.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Plus, you can get a faster charger, better, and that's why we wouldn't be failing on our technology. All right, we got a little manual here. Okay, manual, short and sweet. Definitely digging this. Really quick look. Oh, it's a 2-pager. Tells you exactly how to use it. I'm digging that.
Nice.
Magnets, flashlight, but we're men, so we don't really need that at the end of the day. And last but not least, the actual unit here.
There it is.
Says lift to release. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's like a reel. Got like an actual.
Oh. How do you plug the? Oh.
It's like a fishing reel. Okay, so let's take that off. This is chargeable.
Okay.
There's no way. I haven't even read the directions. This is short. There's no way that's gonna plug in anywhere. This is chargeable, dude. This is.
That's cool.
Should we try to see if it fits up top?
We
All
could.
right, here we go. Moment of truth. Power button right on the back. And we have lights. Look at that.
That's cool.
That is pretty nifty. So there's different versions of it. Oh, flashing. There's 7 versions if you did.
Why do you have to reel it? What's the reel about?
What's the reel about? You want to see what the reel?
Let's see. Ah, the lights come out.
So we have 125.
Oh, yes.
125 lights. Well, we could just get this bad boy out.
And then you reel it back in. Nice.
Boom, bada bang, and get it going. Guys, next show, you might have lights wrapped around us. It might be lit up right at the end of the day. Okay. Overall thought process on Belton.
Yeah, I think that it's good. Let me see it.
Get a good feel.
Yeah. Oh, and so it magnetizes. It'll magnetize.
I'm very nervous to put that up there. It would fall on us.
Yeah, it definitely would fall on us. It's very heavy though. I don't know. I'm gonna give this a 7. 7 out of 10.
7?
Yeah. It's good.
You know, I'm gonna give it I would give it like a 7 too. I think it has the potential to be higher. I'm gonna come back on that because once we get this laid out, I want to lay out, is it really 50 feet? First and foremost.
Okay.
Secondly, how bright is it? Can we remove some of these lights? Because we have 47 lights on us, and maybe just use this guy. But I do like it. So there it is.
There it is.
All right, she's off.
All right.
We're on to the next part of the episode, guys. Hear what we got next.
Good. Did we do the segment 2? We've done segment 2 about 400 different times. So.
Oh, what's the question? Yeah, do you got a question for me?
Oh, ask me anything.
Yeah.
Ask me anything. Okay. So this is one of our segments that we like to call Ask me anything.
Ask me anything.
It's a trick. It was a trick question. Okay. I guess I'll go first. Let's see. A good question. And nothing is off limits with the ask you anything, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
All right.
I just won't answer it.
If it's a not good question. I'm going to ask you, let's see. Tell me a time in your life in which you were doubting yourself the most. So a time in your life where you doubted yourself the most. What happened and what did you do to get through it?
Man, as a part of my testimony, which we shall break in, I do have an answer for this. I've doubted myself multiple times in my life, majorly. Beth is like, oh gosh, she's going to give a deep answer. How long do we have to answer these?
We got
25
minutes.
25 25 minutes. No, I've doubted myself multiple times in my life. Okay. Major times, major roadblocks in my life. Okay. First thing, doubted myself. Could I start my own business? Right. What college could I actually go to college and play baseball? Could I, when I graduated college, and what I wanted to do with that, whether it was going to Cedarville or and playing baseball or getting married. I doubted myself heavily on proposing to Beth. I doubted myself when it comes to marriage. I doubted when we had our first kid, not only when we had our first kid, when we started our new business, when we had our second kid, when we had our third kid. And I know that might sound crazy, but those are my major doubts. Now, I don't want to say they're regrets, because they're not regrets, because if they were regrets, I probably wouldn't be married to Beth. I probably wouldn't have the kids that I have today, because God made that kid in that moment, to who we have today. But honestly, when I look back, like, I delayed everything.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready to have wasn't ready to get married, wasn't ready to do this thing at college, wasn't ready to do this, wasn't ready to do that. It was every delay possible. I will literally just mind melt myself on that. I still do it, not as much today. Those are major periods in my life where I have a lot of doubt.
Yeah,
have a lot of doubt, but I'm very thankful that God pushed me through that, and I can actually recognize those things.
Sure.
Those doubt periods.
Good.
So I don't know. It's big stuff. Beth was pointing at her belly back there. She was like, "What about that?" I doubted brownies the other night.
You doubted the ability to lift her?
No. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, my gosh. By the way, Beth is banned. Producer Beth is banned from being here in the podcast. I'm going to be honest.
It's hard to do it with her watching all the time. Yeah.
The non-speakable.
She's good at throwing stuff at us during the podcast.
Absolutely.
She just tosses. Yeah.
So, anyways, no, that. And those might be cop-outs of doubt, but those are big ones for me.
Yeah.
And
but you explained it, and how you got through it was through God, leaning on God, trusting in God, trusting in yourself.
Yeah, I mean, at some point in time, so early on in my life, I feel like a lot of it was more just like I trusted on myself. As I got older, trusting on God. You know what I mean? Do I feel like I truly in those times trusted on God? But I think looking back in my faith today, I've realized what God did for me. And as I move forward in making decisions and I have doubt, I revert back to God before I revert back to myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I would answer that question.
Gotcha. Good.
Oh my. Well, last time I'm just going to ask you this question, but I'm not going to ask it. I'm going to tell you. Last time I asked you how much you could bench because you said we were going to have a competition at one point in time. So you don't have to answer that because you don't know the answer.
I don't know the answer. I did know the answer to the hand grip competition, which was 114.8.
See, I don't know if that's true either because you said 113.6 before.
No, it was 114.8. We got the tape. Roll the tape. No, roll the tape.
Freaking thing. That's what producer Beth is here for.
Yeah, producer Beth. She actually has it. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll be able to do it. Yeah, we'll do it right now.
So I'm gonna ask a real question though.
Well, while you do that, we have the hand. Just throw it in. In the
dynamometer.
Yeah,
that's called. We're gonna give it a squeeze.
Okay,
a little squeeze.
Is it on? Remember, you like to do yours on the
women's setting.
Yeah,
just to feel good about
just to make it right. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Look familiar. Yeah, baby. A little weaker tonight. 97.6.
A little weaker tonight.
I'm just a little weaker. I think my left hand is actually stronger than my right.
That is really common. Honestly,
is it really
common? Yes,
oh.
It's really common. All right, here we go. A question as I squeeze for the glory win here. I think you gave it to me. I feel like you gave it to me, but I don't feel very strong right now.
Yeah. We'll
what would
squeeze it.
what would you want your last meal to be?
Wow. My last meal. That's a good question.
What'd you get?
97.8.
Oh, it's gone now. Sorry.
What was it?
It said 97.6.
I think we were really close. All right, last meal. Now this isn't like I'm
Not
in
death row.
jail.
Not
Yeah,
death
okay.
row.
All
Oh,
right.
no. Oh, you know what? Let's spin it. What would your last, if you were on death row, what would your last?
Oh man, if I
feel
was
like
on
that
death
would be
row.
different.
Yeah. And why would I be on death row? It brings up a lot of other questions. I think that I would, because on death row, just to be clear, you can ask for anything for your last meal, right?
They don't have to give it to you though.
Okay. Well,
But let's assume they're going to give it to
let's
you.
gonna assume. Okay. I'm a big I like buffets. When you're trying to lose weight, buffets are the absolute worst thing to like. But I would say I'm a big fan of buffets, so I probably would do some type of buffet if that's allowed. But if I couldn't do buffet, so chicken, mashed potatoes, noodles, what else is on a buffet? Salad, all the stuff, all the buffet stuff. I'd probably do that.
What's your ideal buffet? What's your favorite buffet to go to?
My favorite buffet is probably like a Chinese or Asian buffet. Like you're just saying in general?
What's your bet? If you had one, and like if you could say this would be my favorite buffet.
Oh, like if I were to pick a buffet,
Yeah,
like at a restaurant?
Why not?
Oh,
so
gosh.
hopefully they would be at a restaurant.
Like you're thinking like a Golden Corral or something like
I
that?
mean, if you consider that a buffet, yeah.
I would say a Der Dutchman, Plain City, has a really good buffet. I used to like the Frisch's buffet, like the Frisch's morning. Yeah.
Now we're cooking.
Yeah, that's a good one. And Shoney's. Have you ever been to Shoney's?
Yep.
They have a really good they have a really good buffet. I would say, yeah, one of those.
All right, I'm going to be honest with you. Buffets are absolutely at the bottom of my list when it comes to food places. However, you just hit every one of my heartstrings with the buffets I would completely dissolve that for. Add on, selfishly, add on TGI Fridays had a salad buffet that was to die for.
Yeah.
I don't know why. They had the best salad side, like toppings.
Yes. Yeah. As you said that, okay, so now I'm thinking about it a little bit more. Texas Day Brazil.
That's not a buffet, but I'll give you that. I'll take that all day long.
Yeah, so it's a buffet. I mean, it's a buffet that you sit at your seat and consume.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need everybody's hands going up in that. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing.
They do have a buffet there. You can do the salad buffet. They try to get you to eat all that stuff, and so you get back to the table, and they're like, hey, here's some rules and some mashed potatoes as well. Oh, you want some meat? Or, you're full. But, you
exactly.
get it. So that would be, could you do that in prison? Like, it's your last meal and you just have the green card and you never flip it to red?
Oh, that's a cheat code right
That's
there.
A cheat code, yeah. You
That's
just
a cheat code.
keep eating.
I love that.
I would just
I
keep
love
eating
that.
until...
I think that's the great answer we were looking for. I think the time we took to get there, it matters.
We took some time.
We took some time.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
got there.
what else we got left? Anything else? I will show this because it does matter. So Ryan on one of the 47 different takes of this one, only because I mean, you want proof? I'll show it. It either didn't record, it crapped out, or something happened. He did give me a hat. He won't let me give. I did get him something for Christmas. But he won't let me give him that. And he got it with the "What's Up, Dad" written on the side, which is super sweet. So this is a really cool company that's one day going to sponsor us and put our logo on the side for real. We're really excited about them future doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I really want to show you guys. So we're gonna be wearing that in the future. That's super exciting. We did shoot off some confetti. I don't know if we're gonna do it again because I'm not the producer. So What do we got next? Anything
Yeah.
else before we should leave these fine people?
No, I think that's good. Hopefully this works because I see we're already at 160 skipped frames. So hopefully we are not in a bad position here to wrap up the podcast. We should probably wrap it up before we skip any more frames.
Noticed that. I was looking at the 0.
I've been watching the other one as well, which means that we did pretty good.
Yeah.
50-some thousand frames, but we'll get this figured out.
Absolutely.
This is our last Tis the Season episode. We're in 2026 now. We're ready for a little celebration. So here we go.
All right, guys.
Got the countdown ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year! Come on, Beth. Do it, man. Where is she aiming that thing?
Don't
Woo.
take the tag off.
She's aiming it. We don't watch your head. Okay. Don't do it. We don't know what's gonna happen here.
Uh-oh.
This is kind of fun just waiting for it.
Yeah.
Do you want us to do it? No. She's stolen the show. I'm afraid of when it actually happens.
While we're waiting for this to happen, just so you guys know, you can find us on what social media channels?
You can find us on, I'm really afraid to share, X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
All right.
Oh! We were not ready for that.
Absolutely not ready. And now we have 220 skipped frames, but hey, that's what we do.
That's what we
Guys,
do.
we're super excited about the future of this. You better not pop off another one. It took forever to get to that.
Don't dare.
But yeah, guys, what I will call you out is we have 52 episodes planned for 2026. Super excited about every single one of them. That means we have roughly 17, 18 episodes for guest speakers.
Yep.
And some of those are already taken. So if you have not already decided to be on the episode, you need to fill out the form, get on the episodes so that we can have you in the new year.
Yep.
Super excited.
All right.
Anything else, buddy?
That's it. Check it out.
Check it out, guys. See you guys.
What's up, Dad? Hey, Dad. What's up?